All right. Action underway again at Toro Cup 33. We are in the home stretch now.
Action indeed.
Some
Samson just brings it.
Premier action. Premier matchups.
Ooh.
Beautiful foot sweep. Introducing the action quick as Travis. Bagel says, get the seasoning out. This one's going to be spicy. Got his feet up. Samson dyed his hair blonde for this one, so this, extra 20 points into the jiu-jitsu stats.
Samson's sister on the card
Yeah,
a little bit
Taylor.
later.
Taylor, one of the most tenured female grapplers from her early career as well, like all the way up to where she is now. Started early on the Toro Cup scene. Samson had a barn burner last time he was out here.
That one was so fun to watch.
This one's on pace to be just as crazy.
Can't forget the backflip.
Already so much movement. Already so much action in just a minute and 14 seconds.
Travis looking to find some sort of an entry here. Samson just...
He's a ball of lightning.
Yeah.
And you can tell we got the
crowd.
the intelligent audience here. They know exactly who these guys are because they're all just like sitting there with bated breath waiting on that big movement from Samson. And Travis is not going to concede. He doesn't want to just give it to him.
Well, and Samson just won't let him up.
Yeah, he just is a dog on it. Everything he does, if nothing else, with conviction.
Tenacious.
I think I talked about it on the last Toro Cup, but I was recently talking with a friend of mine who did a wrestling seminar with the Mongolian national team. And he said the Mongolians have a brilliant principle on training, whether you're talking about how do I become better or how do I become a better coach. They said you train with everyone as if they're 12. And then the other guy was like, I didn't believe him at first, but then I watched the way he took down grown adults, and I was like, he's confident from practicing against 12-year-olds.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, you do a move with just that complete conviction and dedication. And, Samson, everything I see him go for, he goes for with such a confidence. I could almost believe he could cartwheel past somebody.
We'll see if we add it to the tally.
We'll see what he happens to do here tonight.
The 12-year-olds are who I wrestle. That's who I work my wrestling on.
Yeah,
they're good for it.
That's how you get good. That's how you get confident.
All right, we're out of bonus submission time, but we're not into points.
Travis with a beautiful Imanari roll, but Samson just backs right up like he's dodging a bullet in the Matrix and then steps into Neon Belly with the tight chest pin.
Heavy pressure here, too.
It's like his body language saying, just stop moving.
Just sit down.
I'll do anything to stop you from moving.
I'm going to give you the best hug of your life.
I don't know if it's the best. Might be the worst. It looks like the kind of crush my ribs. Samson does, like we were talking about, conviction and intent. And there's a lot of intent in that knee and the ribs.
Ooh, he's digging that arm in.
Yeah, he's turning him too. He's going to turn him here with that because he's reaching forward through the legs.
Yep.
Forcing him into a front headlock type situation.
He looks like he's trying to step over that arm.
Yeah, he's getting ready to dump him. He's going to make him choose, yeah.
Wee.
He gets ahead of the Granby roll there, and he's tight on the seatbelt. And you see Samson's just going to try to keep spinal alignment. No matter what happens, he's going to try to keep putting his spine and his hips over Travis's until the scramble's over.
And that back-to-chest connection is just, it's incredible.
That's been one of the biggest things picking up from watching the Corbet brothers and, all the training methods that are coming out of there.
Yep.
Those exercises of keeping that chest-to-back connection without hooks or with certain configurations of the hands not allowed.
Yes.
That is such a skill builder. I've watched that improve guys in real time. And Samson definitely has one of those games where it just looks like he's so sticky. Look at him, perfectly aligned.
Nice.
And he ends up in the body triangle on the proper side. I mean, just beautiful back game right now on display from Sausser.
And he's got 5 minutes to fight this out.
To work it out,
yep.
Yeah. To work it out. And you see Travis is Travis is not having a great time down there.
Ooh, we're on the face, too.
Just,
yep.
What is this, Saw? Is this some kind of twisted game you're playing? Threading that triangle behind the legs, putting him in that situation where he has to choose between belly down or belly up. Posting on the head is Sausser.
This is the least I've seen him move this entire match.
Yeah.
Because he's in.
His character development. He's taking his time with it, trying to make sure he can seal the deal here. And Travis has done a good job of trapping that hand and holding on to it, but he's not tried to make a huge effort to improve this body triangle. So the fight continues. It will be prolonged. There we go. Now he's trying to something. You see he's trying to get his shoulders a little closer to the mat. Samson's covering everything up. He's trying to make him desperate here.
Well, this is a brutally exhausting position.
Yeah, and especially a guy like Samson, he's crushing the ribs there with that triangle. He's putting everything into that arm.
Absolutely.
And he's making it what it was intended to be when it was created. A weapon of death and destruction and misery, yes.
Travis getting some encouragement from his corner.
I think trying to get belly down is going to help a little bit.
Samson's sister Taylor calling for him to try belly down.
Yeah, it can be a little precarious trying to force them belly down on this side with that super shallow underhook because your knee can get caught weird. But if he pumps that inside wrist out, or if he just takes a more traditional, deeper underhook, then yeah, it would be really easy for him to get him belly down.
Good defense there.
Samson's very active with that triangle and those hooks and switching back and forth between one or the other when he needs to. Keeping the manipulation of the weight going. Really heavy on that arm. Can't believe he was able to keep him pinned with just that pressure on the arm. But Szalay ends up escaping, and he should get a round of applause for that.
And we're back at it.
That was tough to imagine. Oh, here it comes. I thought the cartwheel was coming.
Well, now points are live.
So I start jumping around a little bit, and I was like, oh.
Ooh, little kick to the face.
Szalay's not quite under Samson enough for this to be a good entry yet. He doesn't have enough of his body under there to influence the weight yet. You see him digging the hips back, but now it's a little too late because Samson looks like he's on that head now. Nope. Szalay does work his way up under, but Samson's not going to allow it to get any worse than that. Knee line retrieved again from Sausser.
But he's going to give up
points
is right
give
there.
Up points, yes. Sausser down 2 after an electric affair so far. Whoa, Szalay is breakdancing here. He has just not stopped moving.
Samson needs his pass to extend a lead.
Yeah, all tied up here as we come down into the final minute of the match. Sudden death potentially on the line here.
Props to Travis for his back defense.
Yeah, he kept himself in that. Stepping around. Sausser's looking at the back again.
Didn't quite secure the pass for the points, but
the
we
hooks
should be there now.
The hooks will secure all we need as he gets 4 on the board. Short time for Sausser. He's going to continue looking for the choke. Up by 4. Taylor's trying to coach him through this finish. He's going to flip. Oh, Szalay is aware. keeps himself out of that armbar. Sausser's continuing to regard. Now he will as time expires. It will be 6-2.
Samson's
Samson
gonna
Sausser.
take it.